And those are just some of the names that are going to be coming through tonight. Good evening and welcome to The Trend. It is Friday night. That means it's time for us to waste your time. Okay, that's just what we're going to do for the next couple of hours. We're going to have such a fantastic time. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for the tweets already. And what was that performance by Scott the violinist and his brother, DJ Protege? Good God. We kept saying one more song, until we're like, okay, wait, we have to start the show. So here we are. We're going to talk to them. Send in your questions at The Trend Live with that hashtag. Hey, Amina. General Theodore, I haven't seen him in the building, but he should be around here to read some of your feedback. My name is Amina Abdurabba. We're starting off the show this morning. There we go. We're starting the show this evening with a young gentleman who I was really surprised and I was very impressed. Now, when we talk about the innovation in this country, when we talk about the innovators that we have, the very creative geniuses that we just have amongst us as Kenyans, the numbers are just growing and I'm in awe. In fact, I'm more impressed with their age. Now with me is a young innovation geek, entrepreneur, leader at only 24 years old. You know, Brian, you've done quite a bit for yourself. Now you have a very long bio. He is the cybersecurity division lead in Centum Investment Limited, East Africa, leading listed investment company, also the lead developer of Ajiri, www.ajiri.com, which is what you're here to tell us about. So welcome to the show.
Correct. Let me start by saying thank you for accepting to host me this evening. And it's always a pleasure. We're always following up on this channel and we are happy to be here today.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes,
so now, we met at the Machakos Youth Conference.
Yes, that was the day before yesterday. And we were there we had joined the governor of Machakos County during the Youth Summit because early last year in May, we launched an application called Ajiri. And the key function of the platform is to help connect employers to people who have the opportunities without incurring any intermediary charges. So we connect them directly because it was a big complaint that there are no youth jobs in the country. But the truth is the opportunities are there and the jobs are there. So it's just a matter of matching people, both employers and people who are looking for the opportunities. Oh,
okay. Now, so where was it born from? Was it, you know, a friend of yours who was struggling? Was it you who was just finding it difficult to get the job?
Yes. So actually, where the story of Ajiri, where it comes from, personally, after I cleared the university, I had the notion that even after you graduate, there are no opportunities.
Yeah.
And that sank into my mind, but I got lucky. I got hired to work for a real estate company. And at that time, that director, most of the time, he operated his company while he was abroad. But when he came to the country, he always asked me, Brian, why can I get a mechanic? Where can I get someone to fix my TV? And then I realized, wow, the truth is the opportunities, the same way that employees are struggling to get employers, is the same way also the employers are struggling to locate their workforce. And it was a time when I was just about to graduate from the cybersecurity training course. And I visited my business mentor, Dr. Chris Kirubi, and he introduced me to Tribus TSG. My MD is called Mr. James Nicole. And once we had a meeting with them, this is just when Centum had just signed an MOU with the National Youth Service to help the graduates from the NYS to get jobs. So we happened to attend an event, leadership summit, that actually was hosted by national media here in the University of Nairobi. And students came to my MD and asked him, we've heard you're doing something for the NYS, what about the rest of us, of which we make the bigger population? So we sat with our MD, we designed the Ajiri platform, just him having the mentality of an employer and me with the mentality of someone who is looking for a job. So combining both minds, we came up with this masterpiece, Ajiri.
And you actually got a grant.
Yes. So the application was launched actually in May last year, in 2019. And within 3 weeks after launch, we actually managed to beat the LinkedIn record, because since LinkedIn was launched, it took them 6 months to hit 5,000 users. It actually took Ajiri 3 days to hit the 4,500 users. Then after that, we managed to connect over 2,000 people within the first month to job opportunities, and that gave Ajiri a global traction, and the MasterCard Foundation and Young African Works. So the President Rita Roy of MasterCard Foundation happened to be touring the country.
Yeah.
So she heard about Ajiri, and she said she would want, through the connection of our CEO, Group CEO, Dr. James Moria, she said she will come to Centum and see the presentation. Immediately we did the presentation. She said that under that Young African Works initiative, they are going to grant us $1.4 million, and actually that they gave us that $1.4 million last year in November. This is meant to set up 10 Ajiri centers across 10 different counties.
Which you have done?
Which already we have done.
Nice.
In the process, they are actually approaching the launch.
Nice.
Yeah, correct.
Well,
correct.
okay, so this is the app. So let's take a look at how the app works. You could see it on the screen already. So just, take us through it. So this is the homepage.
Yes, this is the homepage.
So
actually, that's the logo. That's Ajiri with the RY. So here it gives you, down there it will give you two options. Either I want to hire or I want to work.
So this is for both employers and for employees. So if you're, looking to hire people from, whatever category, you can find them here.
Correct.
Okay, great.
So Ajiri or Ajiriwa, for example, for example, I want to hire someone, maybe a driver or something. I'll come here to workers.
How many people do you have now? How many users?
Actually, we already have 23,000 plus users.
And it's been operational for how long?
For only 9 months now.
9 months.
Since, and then we've been able to place 6,000 now youth to employment. And since January, we've been able to connect 4,063. Since January till now.
And this is a dream that you have, to actually get as many young people employed.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Correct. So here is, this is the workers place where you find people, they just profiles of people looking for opportunities, their short bio. And this is how Ajiri makes it easy. You see someone, like for example, this is Sam Smith, and you see his skill is a driver. So how Ajiri is very easy, you just call them directly, and you get their phone number directly.
Are we gonna get Sam Smith's number right now?
Yeah, right there.
On the camera, okay. So then you call it, and then...
So as an employer, you call him directly, and once you call him directly, you get a room to negotiate on the prices. I want you to come fix my, my taps. And you negotiate on the prices, and once you negotiate on the prices, you pay them. So Ajiri is a platform. We don't gain interest. We don't take interest from people.
Well done, Brian.
Yes, thank you very much.
At only 24 years old, you have managed to do this. Your parents must be so proud. It's okay though. It's okay. It's life. So what do you tell anyone who's young right now, who's an innovator, and they're coming up with these apps, and they feel so discouraged because people take your ideas, or you just told them that this one will not work?
Yes. So my message to the youth is, innovation is the next. Innovation is the way to create new job opportunities, and innovation is the way out, because once you innovate an idea, that means you'll create new job opportunities, and you'll be able also to create employment for your fellow youth. And innovation has no age limit. You can innovate as young as 24, you can innovate as young as 18 years old and make money, because as long as you, as a young man, as long as you are, and innovation, how do you innovate? The best way to innovate is to solve a human problem. You see, us, we are solving a real human problem, that is youth unemployment. That means we have the numbers and we have the traction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on to the show, and I wish you all the best
very
with Ajiri. Let's get to see where it's going to get to in the next maybe year or so, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And tell people to sign up also on Ajiri. Go to Play Store, go to Google Chrome, go to Safari, just type www.ajiri, then sign up and get a job.
All right, there you go. Hey, that's really cool. All right, so right now let's take a look at something that we call the meme challenge on the show. You take a look at this picture as creatively as you can. That is probably the most expensive scene in the country. You don't even know where that is. I would go swim there. It just seems like a place you just want to be right now in our country. So ukiona hiyo picha inakuambia nini? Inakuambia nini? Ebu just send us that caption. The best one gets 2. We really don't have much we give them. The best one gets to do what they don't. I don't know what we'll give them a hug, I guess. Wow. So All right. Okay, great. So send that in at the Trend Live. The hashtag is Hey Amina. Now, as we start with our very first interview. Oh, okay, great. So we're not ready to come back on the screen. So